Hey guys, BonOakley back again with your weekly dose of pyro content. Today I'll be talking about one of the oldest unlocks for the pyro, the Backburner, and how well it actually performs in matches. First, let's talk about its stats. Apart from the component that most flamethrowers have, the Backburner's most unique feature is that it deals guaranteed critical hits from behind, which might sound good, but in return, Air Blast costs 150% more ammo, going from 20 ammo all the way up to 50 ammo, and there are no random critical hits with this weapon either. So guaranteed critical hits from behind may sound great at first, but let's think of Pyro's role first. Let's begin with the fact that he's an offensive class alongside the Scout and Soldier, being among those who run to the front lines with the barrel to deal the most damage. Now there's a key word in all of that, and that's offensive. Looking back at the stats, it doesn't seem to work well, as Pyro will have to somehow work his way behind the enemy team in order to use it as it was intended. The problem with this though is that the Pyro isn't a spy, meaning he can't get behind enemies without getting spotted easily due to the fact that, well, he sticks out like a sore thumb. There isn't any competent player in the game that will just ignore a Pyro trying to run behind him, or any class for that matter. Combining this with how most Pyro players play today, with methods such as the puff and sting tactic that the more skilled Pyros pull off with weapons like the degreaser and the flare gun, and the frowned upon WM1 that most newer players use, this definitely isn't a whole lot that the Backburner can do to be very effective in game. However, let's take a step back and look at the possibilities it could have in certain modes and situations. One mode I can think of where the Backburner could be a strong weapon is King of the Hill. In this mode, most players will play with the sole intent of running to the centre of the map to capture that control point. Pyros can easily take advantage of this as they can use routes to get them behind the enemy and in turn hide from them. Once Pyros find the right opportunity to strike, they can easily mow down a whole team. Consider the fact that critical hits do 3 times as much damage as normal. This brings the damage range up to a ridiculous 460.5 damage per second. This is easily enough to take out even a fully overhealed heavy within no time. But couldn't they just turn around and take you out, nullifying that extra damage? Well, if played right, if you attack whilst they're distracted, which would either be near their spawn as they'll be focusing on getting to the point as quick as they can, or near the control point whilst attempting to capture it, then they'll have to either choose you or the couple of sentry nests that are most likely shooting them at the same time. Essentially, whoever gets attacked by this at the wrong time is absolutely screwed due to how little time they have to react, if they react at all that is. But what about that air blast penalty? Well, if you're skilled enough at flanking, you shouldn't be worried too much about wasting ammo on this, as like I said, they'll be dead before they even know it. So in short, the Backburner can be good, but the opportunities that it can be effective in is very small and very far apart. However, if you find you're in the right place at the right time, then this can be devastating to the other team. Yeah, sure, they may call you cheap for doing this, but they should be watching their back for spies anyway, so they don't have a lot of excuses for this. But what's your opinion on the Backburner? Is it good, bad, or does it just need a rework? Let me know down below and like and share the video so others can see it. It really helps me out a lot. Also, subscribe for future TF2 content and be entertained by this beautiful pyro main. Anyway, this has been BonOakley, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.